this video, I'm going to cover the topic inclusion-exclusion principle. So inclusion-exclusion principle for two sets states that number of elements in the union of two sets is equal to sum of numbers of elements in individual sets minus number of elements in their intersection. That means number of elements in A union B is equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. Here A represents cardinality of set A, or we can say number of elements in set A. Now we can see using Venn diagram how this formula is achieved. So for, let's say, this is our universal set. This is set A and this is set B. Now when we write A plus B, we mean that this area, that is number of elements in A, this is added to this area, which is number of elements in B. Now from here you can see that this area outside this intersection, this area, this is included once, then this area outside the intersection is also included once, but this intersection, it has been included twice, once in set A and second time in set B. So to arrive at the correct formula, we have to subtract A intersection B from this formula. So correct formula will be A plus B minus A intersection B. That will give us number of elements in A union B. That is, if this is the universal set, this is set A, this is set B. Now after applying this formula, we will be getting this area A plus B. So that means this is A union B, where all these areas are counted or included exactly once. Next we have inclusion-exclusion principle for three sets. Now for three sets, let's draw the Venn diagram. This is set A, this is set B, and this is set C. Now if I write A plus B plus C, that means we are adding this area, number of elements in A, this area, number of elements in B, and then this area where number of elements in C. So now if you see this part outside the intersection, this part is included once. Similarly, this part is included once and this part is included once. If we talk about this area A intersection B, this part is included twice. Once in set A and second time in set B. Similarly, this area B intersection C, this is also included twice, and A intersection C, this is also included twice. And the area common to all the three sets, this shaded area, this is included thrice. Once in A, then second time in B, then third time in C. So to arrive at the correct formula, we need that all these areas should be included only once. So we will subtract A intersection B, B intersection C, and A intersection C. Now after subtracting these, we know that this area is included now only once, this is included once, and this is included once. But this common intersection area, now it was added thrice in A, B and C. Now it has been subtracted three number of times in A intersection B, B intersection C and A intersection C. So this now becomes 0. It is included 0 number of times. So to arrive at the correct formula, we have to add the number of elements in A intersection B intersection C. So now this area is also included once. That means now we have, this is universal set, this is set A, this is set B, this is set C. Now all these areas are included only once. That means we have covered this area, which gives us A union B union C. So this is the inclusion exclusion principle for three sets. Now in general, inclusion exclusion principle gives a formula to find the number of elements in union of n sets where n is a positive integer. We can use this formula to calculate the number of elements in union of any number of sets. So number of terms in the formula of n sets is 2 raised to the power n minus 1. That means when we apply inclusion exclusion principle on two sets, number of terms in the formula will be 2 raised to power 2 minus 1, which is 3. And this is true. We just saw that A union B is equal to number of elements in A plus B minus A intersection B. So this has 3 terms. Similarly, when we have 3 sets, number of terms in the formula are 7. Right? You can verify this. We just did the formula for 3 sets. So you can check that the number of terms in that formula are 7. So now write the formula for inclusion exclusion principle of 4 sets. So you can also derive this using Venn diagram. It will be a bit complicated when we are talking about 4 sets. I am just writing the formula here. It will be A plus B plus C plus D. Then subtracting elements in the intersection of 2 sets at a time. Then adding the elements in the intersection of 3 sets at a time. Then subtracting the elements in the intersection of all the 3 sets. Now here we have 4 sets. So you can see number of terms are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, which is 2 raised to the power 4 minus 1. Now suppose that there are 1500 students at your school. Of these, 325 are taking a course in English. That means we can say that number of elements in set E is 325. 455 are taking a course in mathematics. So this is 455. And 129 are taking courses in both English and mathematics. So this will be 129. Now how many are not taking a course either in English or in mathematics? So when we draw the Venn diagram, this is universal set, which is total number of elements in consideration, which is 1500. Then this is set E, this is set M. Now we are asked how many are not taking a course either in English or in mathematics. That means they are talking about this outer area that lies beyond these two circles. These are the students who have not taken a course in either English or mathematics. So to calculate this area, outer area, we first need to calculate union of E and M. That will give us this shaded area. Then we will subtract E union M from total number of students and we will get this dotted area. So E union M will be E plus M minus E intersection M. So that is 325 plus 455 minus 129. So calculating this, 651. Now number of students who are not taking a course either in English or mathematics, that will be 1500 total students minus number of students in either English or mathematics, which is 651. So when you subtract this, the answer is 849. So this is our answer. 849 students have not taken a course in either English or in mathematics. So now this is an example for 3 sets. In this, a total of 1, 2, 3, 2 students have taken a course in Spanish. So set S, number of elements in set S are 1, 2, 3, 2. 879 have taken a course in French and 114 have taken a course in Russian. Further, 103 have taken courses in both Spanish and French. That means S intersection F is given as 103. 23 have taken courses in both Spanish and Russian. So S intersection R is 23. And 14 have taken courses in both French and Russian. Now, if 2092 students have taken at least one of Spanish, French, and Russian, that means S union F union R. This is equal to 2092. How many students have taken a course in all the three languages? So we are supposed to find S intersection F intersection R. Now here we can use inclusion exclusion principle for 3 sets. So this is the formula that we will be using. Now substituting the given values. Now solving this. This is equal to 2225 minus 140 plus S intersection F intersection R. We get S intersection F intersection R is equal to 7. So there are 7 students who have taken a course in all the three languages. Our next question is, how many positive integers not exceeding 1000 are divisible by 7 or 11? Let's say A is the set where A is the set of positive integers not exceeding 1000 that are divisible by 7. So that means it will be equal to 1000 divided by 7 floor value of this, because 1000 is not exactly divisible by 7. So when we divide 1000 by 7, we get the answer in points, 142.85 something. 142.85 numbers divisible by 7 does not make any sense. So we can say that there are 142 numbers less than 1000 which are divisible by 7. Similarly, let B be the set of positive integers not exceeding 1000 which are divisible by 11. So again we will take the floor value. So this will be equal to 90. Now for intersection of A and B, this will contain all those positive integers not exceeding 1000 which are divisible by 7 into 11, that is 77. So here the answer is 12. Now we simply need to find A union B. So that will be 142 plus 90 minus 12 So answer is 220. This is the answer. How many elements are in A1 union A2? If there are 12 elements in A1, 18 elements in A2, and A1 intersection A2 is equal to 5. That means A1 and A2 are disjoint sets. So when we draw Venn diagram for this is universal set, this is set A1 and this is set A2. Because there is no common element, so these will be two separate sets. So now we can use inclusion exclusion principle to find number of elements in A1 union A2. That will be number of elements in A1 plus number of elements in A2 minus number of elements in their intersection, which is 0. So answer here is 30. Now A1 intersection A2 has one element. So this will be 12 plus 18 minus 1, which is 29. Then A1 intersection A2 has 6 elements. So 12 plus 18 minus 6, answer is 24. Now A1 is a subset of A2. Now in this case, this is the universal set. This is A1. This is A2. Now all the elements of A1 are contained within set A2. So if we find union of A1 and A2, that will be this area, this shaded area. So this is equal to set A2 only. So number of elements in this case will be 18, which is number of elements in set A2. Now find the number of elements in A1 union A2 union A3. If there are 100 elements in A1, 1000 in A2 and 10,000 in A3, if A1 is a subset of A2 and A2 is a subset of A3. Now this is also similar to the last question. This is universal set. This is A1, this is A2 and this is A3. Now union of these three will be this shaded area, which is again equal to set A3. So now A3 has 10,000 elements. So this will also have 10,000 elements. Now the sets are pairwise disjoint. Pairwise disjoint means A1 intersection A2, that is 5. So number of elements in A1 intersection A2 is 0. Similarly, number of elements in A2 intersection A3 is 0 and number of elements in A1 intersection A3 is also 0. Now if they are pairwise disjoint, that also means number of elements in A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 will also be 0. There will be no element which is common to these three since these are pairwise disjoint. So now here again we can use inclusion exclusion principle. So answer will be 100 plus 1000 plus 10,000 minus number of elements in the intersections, which is 0, plus number of elements in the intersection of all the three sets, which is again 0. So answer will be 11,100. Now there are two elements common to each pair of sets and one element in all three sets. That means now this is 2, this is also 2, this is 2 and this is 1. So now simply using inclusion exclusion principle, 100 plus 1000 plus 10,000 minus 2 minus 2 minus 2 plus 1. So the answer will be 11,095.